Hello. Today we shall be carrying on with the larger scale Battlefleet Gothic ships. We shall be doing some more detailing because we've still got plain wood, basic bits, all very simple and plain. I have made a base for it, more use for those big cogs that I had. Right, well, let's get on with it then. I have drilled some holes in the top. I'll show you from this one. It's easier. You wait there, Nessie. I've got to swap the camera. Sorry, Nessie. It's just the way it goes. I'll put up a picture, the reference picture I'm working from, the Tempest class frigate, and it doesn't have any lance weapons or torpedoes or anything, but it has like batteries. So I got these 3D printed before, which are just a little turret, Battlefleet Gothic style, which I enlarged. So I shall be able to place the three of them that are needed. We getting glue? We getting glue. We're getting too much glue at times, but that is fine. Now, I also have a bits box that I've thrown together of various different bits that will work with shipwise. So we've got some interesting little Greeblies bits in that one, and then this has got some of the other bits that I printed. So get that out of your view. Right, got a load of bits out, and now we shall just start detailing up. Easy, Nessie. It's not going to be very helpful, Nessie. Now you're blocking out our light. We're supposed to be helping, not hindering. We want to center ridge line. Ridge along in the bigger, higher points and detail up with that. I like to generally just do things by eye, and then we worry about it afterwards. Especially if we bug it up like that. Too short, but that's fine. Because we can do something else across the front. There's always ways of covering up, just randomly seeing what works. I like that. That's two weird little bits that go on either side. You gotta love that momentary panic in model building, where you're like, is it straight? And then if it isn't with the super glue, it's just too late. Which is also a good way for me to get rid of, over years of collecting, a huge bits box. And I just need to use some bits. Nessie's encroaching. Stay away from the knife, Nessie. You're too clumsy. And then we magically add the guns. 1, 2, 3. On the underside of that picture, there appears to be, slightly smaller than the turret, some kind of little sensory box gizmo thing. Generally, any of the detailing is just pick up some bits, play around with them. If you think you found somewhere where it looks good, add it. And slowly, we can detail it up. Oh, Nessie, it didn't attack you. Those little ridge bits, break it up there. It's all breaking up the big open patches. It's just another bit cut off from something. Mostly centralized about there. And we just do a little join up bit. We'll be taking it about there. And gives us a bit that fits in there. Loads of super glue. We now want some sort of back stopper. It's off some Tamiya battleship or aircraft carrier. Or I buy those occasionally and use them for bits. And then it does appear, a couple of little scannery bits sticking out of it. A couple of little scannery bits. That'll work. There's a scanner. You can see on the end of my finger. And then we have that mast off a kind of Chaos cruiser. That'll work. Little pin drill. Sorry, Nessie's taken up a large amount of the screen, unless of course that's what you've tuned in for. Alright, that's trimmed, and then let's do 2 little holes on the top piece. So we've made 2 little holes on the top, not that you can still see those very well. But we're going to stick scannery bits into it. Just widen that one a little. There you go, that's their TV antennae. That's how they pick up normal terrestrial television. Now that little monitoring thing fits right in the centre about there. With these ships, they always have like lighter and shuttle bays. So I should probably build something like that into these bits. That'll probably make a good shuttle bay. Cut too close down now on that side. Gonna have to neaten it up. But we didn't really want that bit anyway. Right, so we've trimmed down that little bit off the bottom. And that'll let us get it in there, or maybe do it the other way around. Yeah, we'll have to do a little bit of filling around the sides, but other than that, I think that will work nicely. Oops. Yeah, and we want to do a little edge piece along there as well, just to neaten up. We've got a little turret cover from a Lehman Russ. And that, I have discovered, fits quite nicely into there, giving us extra protection around that turret. Let's put a light on, it's gone a bit dark. I really need to do some sealing on this foam so that I can actually glue certain bits. Now I figured if you're going to have somewhere where you're going to need to have cooling, like these little vent doofers. Oh, we got more of them. That should probably be somewhere around the engine bay. Oh, don't you hate sticking things to your fingers? That's half the fun with super glue. Stick a bit to this, stick a bit to me. And then once it does come to stick, I don't want to stick because all the bits come off on my fingers. I'll try and do it around the bridge section a bit. The little funnely bits. Just stand up there. Yeah, that'll work. Add some little raised up different bits. And we want to keep it semi-uniform, but also not, if you know what I mean. I don't really know either, but that's what I'm going for. I don't like the way that's not 100% straight. You'd think if I really wanted things straight, I'd actually bother to measure and cut it, but I don't want it that straight. I want it eyeball straight. You look at it and go, yeah, that's straight. If I can do that, that's close enough. Let's have some vintage on either side. Add in the little bits on. You've got 5 on that side, but 4 on that side because there's an extra bit that sticks out. So I figured that is how it is supposed to be. You'd stopped recording, Nessie. You keep doing that. Stop treading on the keyboard. Some detailing in there. It gives us a bit more detailing on those. What else do we have for some detailing here and there? Had to do some painting over the front and on the bits of foam core board that had exposed edges so that I could glue. But I've done a bit more detailing. Added to the side, up round the bridge area. What we need now, before I do any other little bits on, is we need to do all like the little buttress bits. Hello, Nessie. Here to help again, I see. You can't help with the gluing, remember? We discussed this. That's the overall kind of thing we're going for. We'll do an extra one strip down on each of those, and we'll get the other side done the same. And we'll see how we go from there. One side edged up. This is going to take a while. I'm using the super glue because this is what I happen to have, but I think for a lot of the bits of the next one I shall be doing it in a far more forgiving glue. There's where I've added in little detail blocks here and there. Extra little details. Extra little strips. Added bonus with this is you can just make use of any of your little scraps and offcuts. You have tail bits like that. Okie dokie. I'd finished off some of the extra adding bits off camera with the little odds and ends. I filled in the holes and I've added a whole variety of pieces all the way along. They'll probably show up a little better when it's all done to the same colour. So we got like the little sensor modules, we got the bits attached to the end of the fins. That's from that's a bridge section from an old Battlefleet Gothic, what's it called? Space Fleet, the original game. Anyway, we shall get it sprayed black and I shall come back to you.